Okay, so let me recap what we have learned in previous session. Okay, so we looked at text tools. Okay, so now you know how to make use of this text tool to manipulate your data. And modify your data. Okay, so you when you launch this query editor, Power BI query editor, you will see a text column. So when you select a column or multiple column, right, you can make use of these options like split column, formatting. Under formatting, you have lowercase, uppercase, capitalize, trim, clean, add, and add prefix and suffix. Okay. Under extract, you have this option length, first character, second range. We have seen all these examples in the previous session. Okay, and the split column, you'll be it will be useful when you want to split some important content from your data, right? Yesterday I showed you I want to extract the domain, which starts after @ symbol, right? So we can split that and we can create a new column and we can make use of those data for our analysis. Okay. You can see you can access those text tool both from transform data and add column section. If you see in your Power BI, you have these two options, right? Home, transform data, and then add column. Okay, then you have view, then you have help, right? So both way you can access the text column. Okay, the difference is whether you want to add a new column, then you will use the add new column. Okay, if you use transform from transform, it will automatically create a new column. Okay, with a default name or something. Yesterday we have seen both the options. Okay, or override the existing one. Today we will go through the numerical section. Okay, numerical tools like statistics, we have standard, we have scientific, trigonometry, round information. Okay, how to make use of it. Okay, so if you see under statistics, you have sum, min, max, median, average, standard deviation, count values, count distinct value. Okay, this thing I'll explain separately. What's the use of count values and count distinct values? Okay, then under the standard you have add, multiply, all mathematical operations. Okay, uh, give me a second, I'll just arrange this. Okay, then you have standard, scientific, and you have trigonometry. Okay, so what does these tools allow you to apply standard operations? Okay, addition, multiplication, division. Okay, and more advanced calculation like power, logarithm, sine, tangent, etc. Okay, all mathematical function. If you have a data specific to those origin, right? And you want to add some scientific operation on this data, right? You can make use of this trigonometry where you have power, logarithm, tangent, and other options. Okay. Now you can see there is a note, unlike the statistics tool. Okay. Unlike the statistics tool, these are applied to each row in the table. Okay. So leave the statistics, standard, scientific, trigno. You have to select the row. Sorry, you have to select the each row or column, and then you have to apply. Okay, we'll see all these use cases one by one. Okay, and you have information also. Okay, information will give is even, is odd, sign. Okay, it allows you to define binary flags like 1 or 0, true or false. Okay, Boolean values to mark row as even. Okay, if it is a even, odd, positive, negative, it will give you the information right away. Okay, next one is what? Date and time. Okay, this will cover tomorrow. Okay, so today we'll just focus on numerical tools with some sample data that I will make use of. Okay, let me launch and just close. What is the file name? Untitled, right? So I'll close this. Not now. This is also untitled. Okay, I'll open a fresh instance and then I'll start using these files. Okay, so this is my blank report. So this is my blank report. Okay, now let me add a data to it. Okay, so first I'll go to text CSV. See, the data I've already shared with you guys. Okay, I'll pick up this Power BI demo sales. Okay, this one also I think I've added, I shared with you on WhatsApp. Okay, just please download these files and then you can also try along with me. Okay, so this is my data, and right now it is showing only 200 rows, and the column looks good. I have a date, product, region, salesperson name, then unit sold, unit price, discount, revenue. Okay, so I have these data. Okay, so I'll just load it first, and then I'll save this as. Let me load it. Otherwise, you will get this option called apply changes and discard changes. Okay, so once your data is loaded, okay, you can go check here. Okay, it looks good. Then you go and save this. So I'll save this as what is the topic today? Numerical tools. Okay, so I save this as today's topic, and then see right now I'm in a main window. Okay, so what is this window that you see? This is the Power BI desktop application. Okay, now I want to open this data into a editor. Okay, so I'll use transform data, and this opens up with a Power BI editor tool. Okay, this is my editor tool. Okay, now you see on the left I have a one query, the data that is triggered, and you can see here already one automation is done, promoted headers. Okay, automatically it has picked up the first row as a headers or column. Okay, and this one you know, right? Under view, I have column quality I have already checked. So as soon as you load your data, you will see validity is 100%, which is good. You see all of them are good. Okay, 100%. Okay, so this is a ready-made data I picked up for practice. Okay, see the other data that I shared with you guys, right? The adventure works data. Okay, so I'm talking about this data. Okay, so this data. Okay, so this plus there will be one sales data and you will have a JSON file also. Okay, so this is a JSON file. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so today we will be using split, extract, transform, numerical tool. Okay, numerical tool. Then tomorrow we'll continue with date tool. Okay. Okay. So coming back to our topic. Okay. Now today, yesterday we have seen uh, under transform you have text column. Okay. So whatever the text column that you see, you can perform. Okay. First thing first, check your data type first. Okay. The top column, and you can see here, this is what type of data. This is, okay. This is also numeric. Okay. Decimal number. Okay. 1.2, you can see this is a decimal. This is also decimal. You can see we have decimal points here, right? And this is also unit price is also in decimal. So you can see the data, and this 123 is a whole number. Okay. Whole number, and this sales is text. Okay. Text. ABC means text. Okay. Which looks good to me. The by seeing the data, yes, it's a text, and this one's also text. Okay. First thing first, you just verify your data type. First step, if it is properly, the data is aligned or not. Okay. Now today, so yesterday we have seen this text column section. We have seen all the use cases. So today we'll focus on number column. Okay. And tomorrow date and time column. Okay. Now what I have to do is, see, I have numeric as well as text data. Okay. If I select text data, you can see all of these options are grayed out, right? If I select this, grayed out, right? So what I need to do if I want to apply any of these statistics or standard or scientific or trigonometry application you want to apply, you need to select the columns. Okay, as soon as you select, you see all are active now. Okay, all these options are active now. Okay. Now what I want to do, so I have units sold. Okay. What is the average unit I have sold? Okay. So what is the data set? How many rows we have? See, you can see here, I have a column profile based on 100. So I'll say all data set. Okay. And I want to refresh. Refresh is here. Okay. I'll say refresh all. Okay. Refresh all. Now I'll click on it and I can say, uh, okay. So this option also you guys know, right? Right click and then you can move your columns left or right. Okay. If you want to see, no need to move like this. Okay. It will not happen. If I want to move to the right, I can say right. Okay. Unit sold is on the right hand side. Okay. If you want to interchange column here and there, you can do so by right clicking on each column. Okay. Alignment. So I want to see if I have how many columns, sorry, how many count I have here. Okay. Or I'll pick this one. Okay. What is the count here? Okay. So how do I go about it? So I can go to transform and where is that option? Fill, move. 1 minute. I should have count. What is the count? In 1 minute. Let's select again. Here also I can by clicking on column profile. Okay, I can see the count. Distinct value is 995, 990. Okay, total count is 1000. Okay, so I have 1000 rows here as per this data set. Okay, I'll just uncheck this. Okay, I'll uncheck this also. I don't want that. I'll go to column. I'll select unit sold. Okay, So I want to count values under statistics. Okay, under statistics, you have this option count values. So what it returns is the number of non-null values. This is very important. If you have a null, it will not count. It will count only non-null value. What that means is a cell with a data. Okay, I'll click on this and I have 1,000 rows. Okay, if you want to go back, just click on this and applied steps. You will go back to the previous section. Okay, and if I want to check, I'll go to transform. Now you see I have selected this entire row. Okay, now did you notice something? I go to add column also. I have statistics, I have numbers here from numbers, but you see statistics is not enabled here, grayed out. Okay, others are enabled, right? So this is where you have to choose. Okay, this is for new column. When you add a new column here and you want to do some check, okay, or you can also use we have called duplicate column. Okay, you can use the duplicate column option also. So I'll go back to transform statistics and how many distinct value I have here. Okay, but see for this, okay, now I have selected the text data type. Okay, see, rest of these options are grayed out, only distinct. Okay, so I have this one. Okay, I'll select this one. Okay, I want to see a distinct value. So how many are those? Five. I have five distinct values. Okay, so it could be laptop, tablet, okay, monitor, keyboard, mouse, and one more option is laptop. Okay, these are five distinct data I have here. Okay, here also you can go and check. Okay, what are the distinct five distinct? One, two, three, four, five. These are the five distinct. Okay, you can sort and you can use sort descending. Okay, and you can use the remove empty also. If you have any empty, you can remove empty. Okay, so we know now we have 1,000 rows here. Okay, and you can see here at the bottom it says 8 columns, 999 plus. Okay, we have 8 columns, 4 plus 4, 8. Okay, now we'll just focus on this. Okay, I'll go to statistics. Okay, I want to see the sum of all these values. Okay, so when I sum up the total unit price, I get 4,89,234 dollars. Okay, that's my total sum. Okay, and if you want to go back, you don't have a back here. Okay, you need to close this. Okay, then you can go back. Okay, where is the other option? We'll just explore all these options. Okay, min, max. What is the minimum value? What is the maximum? If you remember in Python, we used to do min, max, right? Df dot, we used to write the statistics, right? Statistics command, one line command that will fetch min, max, average, mean, mode, median, everything, standard deviation also. Okay, so median. What is the median value here? 486 is the mid value. I'll go back and select. Okay, what is the average unit price? The average unit price is 489. Okay, and I'll select this one, unit sold, discount, revenue. Okay, so we'll just focus on revenue. I'll go here and I'll use average. Okay, so this is my average revenue, okay, which is $11,223. Okay, and you can see this import section. Uh, Power BI has already written this command for me. Okay, this is how it is calculated internally. So I'll close this to go back to my previous section. Okay, now I'll show you one more thing here. So statistics, we are clear, right? So we'll focus on standard. Okay, so we have add, multiply, apply, subtract, divide, integer divide, modulus, percentage, percentage of. Okay, so you have all this option. You have to try. Okay, how do you try? So for example, you want to, before trying, what you can do is you can, one, why it is not clicking. Okay. I'll go to the add column section. Though I have selected revenue, okay, I want to add. Okay, let's say I want to add units sold into discount. Okay, these two I want to add it. I'll just highlight those two. Okay, and you can see addition. Okay, so what is the addition? It automatically, when you select any columns, right, and then you give a command here, select what you want to do. Subtract, multiply, divide, modulus, percentage. Okay, that is where when you select add column and you choose the option here, any option, it creates on a new column. Okay, under add. Under transform, it will show in the same column name. Okay, so that's a difference. Okay, transform and add column. Okay, don't get confused with this. So now I have done the addition. What if I want to do a multiplication? Units sold into discount. Okay, so I'll select again two rows and then I'll say multiply. Okay, so when I multiply 3 into 0.03, which is 9. Okay, so you get all your values here. Okay, and then you, whatever the transformation you're doing, you can rename this and you can name it properly. Okay, one more. I'll just delete this. Remove, right click, remove. Okay, so these are my original columns. Okay, if I want to, I have a unit price, I have a unit sold. Okay, now I have revenue here. Okay, so I want to multiply this and I want a profit. Okay, or revenue, whatever number we will get here. Okay, the same thing. Okay, this is already created. Okay, so I'll do this versus this. Okay, you can see same value 697. Okay, but here I have 676. Okay, why 676? I have this discount. Okay, what if I want to uh, get this number? One minute, I'll close this. This remove. Okay, this is multiplication. Okay, so I'll select one, two, three. Okay, so basically I have to minus this discount to get this number, all three. So I'm getting multiply. Okay, first I'll do these two. Okay, so I want to remove duplicates, change form factorial, replace values 696. Okay, it's sold, each unit sold. I'll do one thing. Okay, it is not taking this because we are in add column, right? Okay, 1 minute. I'll delete this. I'll add a separate column then. Okay, custom column. Okay, now I'll name this as I'll say profit. Okay, I already have this is a custom formula section that you can use. Okay, from a custom column here. So, what is the first thing I need? I need unit price. So, unit price, I'll say insert. Okay, multiplication uh, unit price into sold, unit sold. Okay, minus discount, which is this one. Okay, uh, yeah, that's it. And our new column will be called as profit. I'll just click OK. You see here, you get a column here. Okay, now you see it is matching with this one. No, it is not matching. So how these guys have got this a dummy data, right? I need to check this. But anyway, so you when you multiply this into uh, unit price into 1 minute, let me check the formula. Unit price into unit sold. This into this minus discount. Okay, these are total income. Maybe they have added some other components here, maybe. So in the original data, which is not matching with mine. Okay, so I have applied the generate formula to find out the profit. Okay, this is a custom column that you can add. Okay, this is how you can add from add column, custom column, and you can write your formula. Okay, if you want, if you have I mean some detail about the price, expenses, and all, right? So what is the total expenses from the profit? You can subtract that from that value to derive the total uh, number. Okay, so here you have all these options. You can just practice with the sample data. Okay, so I have this data. Let me add one more data and let me check. I can give you an example. This is customer data, right? Sales I have. Let me select is 2017 sales. Okay, so 2017 sales. I want to say entire data set, and this is my sales detail. Okay, this is order line item, order per quantity, and territory fee. Okay, So here we have product key, customer key, and total quantity. Okay, if I want to see the average quantity here, I can go to transform. I can click average, which is 1.5. Okay, which is 1.5. Okay, and here also you can do the now say for example you want to multiply or subtract or divide this value to this value. Okay, order line item into this. If you want to multiply these two values and get a result, you can, okay, you can use this option, custom column. Okay, you give your name of the custom column. I'll say uh, result. Okay, so what is this called? Order line item. You need to go look for order line item and then insert multiply by quantity. Insert and then click OK. Okay, so you can see 2 into 2, 4. Likewise, we have multiplied. Okay, same thing you can do the subtraction also here. Okay, instead of this, you can edit here also. Okay, now you see here automatically it has changed. When I use the minus sign here, you see 2 minus 2 0. See, it has calculated everything. Okay, if I say 2 plus 2, enter. Okay, you can see addition. It has done the addition and the result is showing here. Okay, this is very important, guys. Okay, so you will never work on the default columns. Okay, you have to add some calculation always with that data that you are working. Okay, so this is one. Let me just delete this. I don't see any good data set that I have. Okay, that I can play around. Let me add one more data source. Okay, let me pick up the salary one. Let me see what data it has. Okay, 200. I'll load this and so this is my data set. Okay, so what is this remote ratio? 100%. Maybe, yeah, this is employee residence. These are location and these are salaries. Okay, this is salary currency. Okay, this is 123. Salaries also 123 numeric. Good. And these are all the job title and ABC's employment type. Full time, CT means casual, full time employee, right? So this one is experience level is MI and SC. Okay, and these are the work year 2023 and company size large, small, medium. Company location, remote ratio. Okay, now here I can do what is the average salary. Let me load the entire data set here. Okay, let me load the entire data set and I'll click on this. I'll go to transform. Average is 190, 695. Okay, so I'll close. Yeah, I'll and how many unique data set I have. I'll go to transform, then where is statistics, I'll go and I'll select 93 unique titles are there. Okay, 93 unique titles for job title. 93 unique titles are there. Okay, and how do you check? You can check here also. These are all the 93 unique titles. Okay, and if you add this profiling, uh, column quality, and this, you will get all this option here also. Okay, you can copy this and paste it in your PPT also. Okay, unique, and then you can write your storyline. Okay, and then you can create your talk track. Okay, how you wanna explain this, and here, yeah. So 93 distinct you have, unique is 18. Okay, so unique is 18. These are all the title, and you can see by the size, which one or majority are demanding is data engineer, scientist, analyst. Rest, you see less percentage. Okay, so if you hover on this, you will see 27% out of your entire data. Then you have 22, 840 entries. Okay, this one is 1040 entries. It gives you the, when you hover your mouse, you get all the stats. Okay, so and here you will see the quality of your data, especially quality of your data. Okay, in column distribution. This is a column distribution. Even if you hover here, you will see 100%, no error, no empty cells are there. Okay, if you want to copy, you can right click. You can remove duplicate, remove empty, remove errors, replace errors. Also, you can mention here. Okay. If I have something called applied scientist and I want to uh, replace this, you have an option here. Replace text, replace values. Okay. You can use that to replace. So for example, I have applied replace value, replace errors. I'll click on this. Okay. So applied scientist is there. Okay. So I want to make this as applied scientist one. Okay. I'll use Roman. Okay. Now you see all this has turned into one wherever you see applied. Okay. So these are all the features that you have to use, guys. Okay. So this will cover tomorrow any column. Okay. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we have this one, date and time. This is very important. After this, we'll cover any column. Okay. Likewise, then table. So once we are done with this, then we'll pick up a entire data set and then we will start working on it. Cleaning. Okay, first we'll do the EDA and then we will also learn next is visualization. Okay, so mostly we will try to finish by first week or second week of May with all these topics. Okay, then you can practice. Okay, so this is transform. I'll just uncheck all these things. We don't need column distribution. I'll just select this. Okay. Scientific. What is the square root of this? Okay. If you want a square root of this numbers or from this data set, if you need a square root, if you have some number and you want to find out the square root. Okay. Unit sold. Uh, I'll select this. Sorry, this one. Okay. So square root automatically it will take as a column name and it will compute the calculation and it will show the result in a new column. Okay, and other option you have is cube, power, exponent, natural, factorial. Okay, you please try all these things. Okay, these are all very basics. You have the headings also. You can see what this natural does. Okay, it will brush up, and we have information. Now I have this is even. I'll just pick this one. If I say is even, okay, you will get false, true, false, true, false, true. Okay, so you have a lot of transformation, okay, in Power BI editor mode where you can play with your data to a next level. I'll just remove this. Okay, so I'll select again another column. Then I have is odd. Okay, three is a odd number, so true. Okay, sometimes you have to find all this analysis with your data. Odd, even, is, true, something like this. Okay, so these are all very handy option that you can make use of it to do that instead of writing your query. You can write to DAX query also. Okay, that will be very tough actually. Okay, now if you want the profit to be rounded, okay, what you can do, you can round up, round down, and round. Okay, so here what point you want to, till what point? I'll say two decimal points. Okay, so you can see two decimal point it has rounded up. Okay, so this is one, and I'll select this again. Rounding, round up. Okay, round up is up to decimal point. Okay, so actual decimal point. It right now you see 6870.8. So 8 means it will round up to 1. So 6871. Okay, these three options you can try out. What is this sine? Okay, sine theta. Okay, this is the calculation. It is computing here. Okay, if you see the uh, formula section, okay, this is how it is calculated. You don't have to write this. Okay, so you can try all these things one by one section, and then that is where you will get used to all these things. Okay, so this is pretty much for today's session. We'll see other topics in the next session, which is data